Hello everyone, my name is Rama Sambatur with the Yokogawa Corporation of America, and today we'll be taking a brief look at the GX data recorder system settings. To access this, first press the menu button on the front panel, go to Browse, Setting, scroll all the way down on the left to System Settings. Here you'll be able to access basic system parameters which you can manipulate for your own preference. The first of which is the alarm, basic settings, and environment language settings. Let's go to the environment settings. First, you'll be able to choose between any one of these languages for the system to operate using. Also, you will be able to set which temperature unit the system uses to measure data. You can also set the decimal point type with which the recorder logs data, and based on an operator's preference, set the date format, set a delimiter preference, and set a month indicator preference. In the alarm basic settings, you can set the interval for the rate of change computation of the low limit on rate of change alarm in terms of the number of measured data values between 1 all the way to 32. The actual interval is obtained by multiplying the value specified here by the scan interval. The number of measured data values is the number of samples. Set the interval for the rate of change computation of the high limit on the rate of change alarm in the same manner as the interval for the low limit on the rate of change alarm. Here, when you increase. We can also set the alarm indicator as hold or non-hold. Hold keeps the alarm indication on until an alarm is manually acknowledged, while non-hold turns off the alarm when the process variable returns to normal range. The individual alarm acknowledge button allows for the operator to acknowledge each alarm one by one instead of all at once. Now we go back. Moving on to the time basic settings, you can set the time zone, which we covered in a video earlier, and adjust the system settings based on user preference and set daylight savings time and gradually adjust time. In the internal switch settings, you can set up to 100 internal switches. You can set the type as alarm or manual. With alarm, the internal switch is assigned as an alarm output destination, while in manual, it manually operates with the OCMD relay communication command. You can also toggle and or when using the alarm type. This is used when multiple alarm outputs are assigned to one switch. When set for AND, the switch turns on when all connected alarms go off. When set to OR, only one alarm is required to turn on the switch. Next, moving on to the status relay menu, you can set the fail relay so that when a failure occurs in the GX CPU, a relay contact signal is outputted that shows this failure. When set for fail, it simply outputs the occurrence of failures, while for status, it outputs the relay signal for when an error occurs for the selected options. Next, we will move on to printer settings. In printer settings, you can set the printer output conditions such as the IP address, paper size. If snapshot is on, it'll print a snapshot of the current displayed screen whenever something is printed, and so forth. Now we go back to the main menu and move to the sound LED settings. In sound LED settings, you can choose whether these sounds appear based on the different options. You can have the sound play every time there's a touchscreen interaction, or there's a warning sound when an alarm is triggered, and turn on LED menu key for an alarm scenario. Next, moving on to the instruments tag, you can set the tag and tag number of GX within the setting. Next, in the setting menu, you can set the file comment that is attached to the setting parameter file manually. Lastly, under USB input device, you can choose the type of keyboard or barcode reader that is connected through USB. And that covers basic system settings, which improve ease of life through customization. Please look forward to more of our tutorials to cover a complete overview of the GX GP settings. Thank you.